Warriors forum. Check us out at windowcleaningwarriors.com. Today we're going to take a look at the IPC, it's a gutter vac. You can use this as a gutter vac, or you can use it as a dry vac. And that's kind of the reason that made this even an option for me to purchase. So we have a lot of gutter cleaning jobs that we would love to use a gutter vac system on, but they're just so expensive. And to kind of justify, you have to accumulate enough work to kind of try it out in a smart way. You could just go totally in and buy it, see if it works out, see if you can generate some jobs or not. I kind of like to be on the safer end, generate the jobs, get the need for it, and kind of, get the jobs done while you can, and then have enough jobs to come in with a machine like this, try it out. Hopefully it's the system that's going to make those jobs even safer and more efficient. So what I did is I got J.Racenstein. I purchased all this equipment from, I got the IPC vac, and I got I think I did maybe 50-foot poles, and I went with the Gardiner pole system. Some of you won't be surprised that I went with Gardiner, kind of my favorite brand of water-fed pole. The reason I went with the Gardiner Gardiner vac poles is because they work with my current water-fed poles. So I believe it's like a number 10 section is what they're using for the vacs. And those work both for I can add now even to my Ultimate 74, it has one or two of the 10-foot vac poles on it. They work both for the vac pole and the water-fed pole. I can use those. I can steal from my water-fed system to make taller than my 50-foot for my gutter vac pole, or vice versa. So it's versatile for my company. And since I'm a fan of Gardiner anyways, it was a no-brainer. I paid approximately $17.50 for 50 feet of my Gardiner gutter vac pole. And with that came, kind of a HEPA filter. It also came with a couple of different attachments for your gutter cleaning, so you can get up and over different angles, different adapters that hook into the hose for the vacuum system. That system did not, and that came with, nice thing, with some dusting brushes and nozzles also this is the vacuum piece here, put above a pole or a pipe on a ceiling, you can vacuum that off. I had a high dusting job. I already have accumulated like $5,000 in gutter cleaning jobs that I do a year, mainly large townhome complexes. So I'll use this on those, come next year. But I had an opportunity to bid on a indoor water park cleaning the vents, some pipes up high, probably like 40-foot high. They range from 20-foot to 40-foot high. Inside, indoor water park, winter work. I figured this was my opportunity. I included the price of the unit into my bid, so I'm covered. So not only did I get paid to do the job, I also worked in the price for the gutter vac. Any other company would use a lift out there. So any future time I'm out there cleaning, I'll still use this gutter vac, won't use that aerial lift, so my price is going to just kind of stay the same. So it's going to pay for it. It paid for itself on the first high dusting job that I did. I paid approximately $1,200 for my IPC vac, and which is, it was a good price. J.Racenstein worked really well with me on the price, gave me some discounts too. I did find the vac very similar, different model of an IPC vac. I think the tank was a little bit smaller for a little bit cheaper, but this had a little bit bigger tank. I found J.Racenstein really friendly to work with, and he worked with me to do a local pickup at IPC for this. They all have the tipping feature. You can open this up. The inside looks like any other, vac system basically. You got your sleeve in there. You can put the HEPA filter on there. Obviously, you remove some of that if you're doing gutters or anything like that. But if you had this full of gutter stuff, to tip it, you just tip it back. This top comes off, so it slides through here. You tip it back. It dumps. There's no heavy lifting, and that's one nice thing I liked about it. It's a durable cart that's on here. The hose that came with it is probably about 15-20 feet of hose, and I'll add another 15-20 feet because I'll be running this out of my truck. I have a built-in generator into my truck that the Ford's doing now. I have a hybrid, so it runs on electric most of the time. That my generator is being used, which is nice, and I can run two motors on that generator. I haven't even tried to put the third one on. For a lot of gutters, I should be able to get by with just the 2 motors. But that's one thing I didn't even point out here is you have the 1, 2, and your 3 motors. This is like any other gutter vac out there. You know, each motor just increases, and it's the regular 110, you know, the plug-in, which I like, plugs right into the back of my generator built-in truck. Worked out perfect, ideally for my current setup with my vehicle and the type of jobs that I have. I'd run this out of my truck with 2 motors running, no problem. I didn't have a need to put the third one on yet. The suction, the increased suction that you get from 1 motor to 2 is crazy. Then a third is really gonna, you know, add to it. So about $200 for my IPC vac. I also did the 50-foot, you know, it's about $17.50 for the 50-foot pole Gardiner with the kind of brush attachments, and then I paid $50 extra for 2 different size. I only see one here. 2 different size gutter nozzles. These gutter nozzles, I'll probably go to a Home Depot or something, get a heavier duty, a thicker one, just so they don't clog as much. I think is what I'll do. The one thing this does not do is it doesn't come with a case. I went online and found this. It's like a ski case. Fits. I got 8 sections of pole in here right now. I got 2 more poles in my trailer. I'll add to this once I get it over there. I'll be able to keep all my Gardiner extra poles inside this one case. This case was like 35 bucks online. That was a no-brainer for me to get. It kind of keeps it'll keep all these poles in one place. And organization, especially with employees, is huge. So this is the basic Gardiner number 10 sections that you use for your water-fed poles. So these work right in with all my ultimate water-fed poles that I have. A couple of sets of those. So if I really needed to, yeah, I could extend the length on a couple of those if I needed to by switching into these too. Every section here, I have 7 or 8 of them that came with my gutter vac purchase from J.Racenstein. Comes with the pole tip, the protector on it. You can pop it off if you're going to grab another pole to, you know, connect it into. And these are not extension poles. It's just, they just go in that first, you know, 6 inches, and that's what it is. Lightweight, stiff, thick enough to allow debris to come inside. One thing that we're gonna require our crew to do on every job when we use these for gutter cleaning is for surely to rinse these poles out after the job. You know, just the debris that's gonna get inside of this is going to just be beneficial to just do a quick spray out maintenance before or after every job. Another reason for getting my case, we lose these. So we have an enclosed trailer for all of our water fed equipment. When our extra pole sections sit in our trailer, just the rattling, these all loosen up and they pop off. You know, by the time you go use it, you don't have your handles or the hardware for them. So when we put these away in this case, we like to close them like this. By putting them in here and have them close together, you don't have that rattling, and you're not going to be losing pieces in transport or whatnot. So when you need them for a job, they're always going to be there for you. But this case, I don't know why Gardiner doesn't sell, or maybe they do and it's just not cost effective to purchase. But to sell a case to go with all these, you know, these parts are expensive, all these pole sections, and by taking care of our equipment, especially with employees, to have something that's just as simple as a case you can haul this around with, it makes it easier to load and unload. Store on job sites. I want the red so it's a high visibility, and just kind of like the setup that I have. I'm happy with the purchase that I made so far. Haven't used it on the gutters, but with the suction that I have from 2 motors, I don't see where this isn't going to be a good system for me for the gutter cleaning, and I'm excited to get out and use it. Most of our gutters are going to be a standard height of maybe 20 foot. I don't know if I'd be excited about doing 40, 50 foot constantly with any type of gutter poles. So for us, average height that we'll go with is probably about 20 foot anyways on gutters. Works out good. The dusting we did, max height was probably about 40, 45 feet. That went really well. But that dusting job for us was just kind of a way for us to get to pay for this system so we could use it on gutter cleaning jobs. So hi Dustin, use one system, you know, if you get a bid for something, sometimes it's worth it to bid equipment into doing the job. If you lose it, it's not a loss for you at all, but if you get it, it gets you another piece of equipment that you'll be able to use in another piece of your business, and that's kind of the way I look at it. Saad here, Window Warriors Forum. Thanks for watching.